Welcome to the Blindcaster Tube.
Alright, this is John the Blindcaster, and welcome to our program, The Blindcaster Plan, on your podcast platforms, and The Blindcaster Tube on YouTube, okay? So, today's episode, I will be sharing a tutorial about GOLDWAVE Android application, alright? So, you heard it right, it's the GOLDWAVE Android app. Okay, so it's also available on Apple Store, so for the iPhone users, don't get sad, it's available as well, alright? So probably the difference will be the gestures. Okay, so I'm using an Android phone. Let's start. Before I do the tutorial, let me just give a couple of advices, okay? First advice, so you need a lot of patience when you're going to learn this application because the format or the interface is greatly different from the laptop version, okay? Of course, you will only deal with the screen here for the, for the Android phones, Android smartphones, alright? And the next advice, it is my recommendation. I highly recommend that you buy the licensed version of this GOLDWAVE application because the benefit of it is you will unlock all the cool features, the great features of this application, alright? So those are my two advices, and I'm dedicating this tutorial to all the visually impaired all over the world in the common tongue. Okay, common language, and for all the hobbyists, or the beginners with audio editing. All right, let's open the GOLDWAVE Android app. For the purposes of this tutorial, I will be skipping the installation process and the permission of your phone. Like you need when you first open the app, it will ask you if you want to allow, recording your voice, allow to access photos and media. So just allow them, okay? And then I will let you. It will be your assignment, or I will leave it up to you guys to browse all the options, the menus inside the application. Okay, so let me open the app now.
Folder My Tools, one notification. Folder opened, Open camera. GOLDWAVE.
There we go.
GOLDWAVE menu, button, GOLDWAVE.
Now we'll go to Record New.
Record New, button.
There you go.
Record Stop, button.
Ready, begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Ready, end.
GOLDWAVE menu, button.
Okay, so that will be our sample recording, and I deliberately made that counting because I will also show you how to trim and to rearrange the file, okay? So first we will do the trimming. Let's play the file first.
Play 1, button.
Okay, you will notice here that there are 3 buttons, play 1, 2, and 3. So normally, or it is safer to use play 1 because it will play all the audio from the start. Okay, so like this.
Record Stop, button.
Ready, begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Ready, end. Alright, so that will be our sample audio. Now, let's do the trimming. Okay, let's play it again. So I will be removing those portions from the start, like when I said ready, start, and ready, end. We will remove those. And then we will just maintain the counting part. Okay, so how we do that? First, you need to play the audio again, and then you have to press stop, which is just the button beside play 3. All right, so while you're playing it, you swipe immediately to the stop button, so you have to listen carefully. Okay, so let's do this.
Record Stop, play, stop, button.
Ready, begin. Okay, so there we go. I stopped immediately when I said ready, begin, and now I'm going to the selection button.
Untitled 1, all, effect, selection, button.
There we go.
Selection, label.
Okay, so a few reminders here, or a few notices here. So when you open the selection button, from here, you just swipe to the right. Again, I'll leave it all up to you to browse all the menus inside every buttons here. Okay.
Back, all, view, set, previous, button, disabled.
So just right after this previous button, you will hear
Align, button, align, button.
So there are 2 align buttons that are not labeled properly. Okay, so there are some Android phones that does this. Okay, like mine, it doesn't really say the exact label of this button, but there's a way how to know it. Okay, so you just go to your character mode, so you just have to spell it out. Okay.
Speech, window, word, characters.
All right, let's start.
A-L-I-G-N.
So it's spelled
November.
out. Spelled out the word align, and then continue.
Space. Right curly bracket.
There we go. So this the second align button, the unlabeled, the properly unlabeled button. It's the right bracket. Okay.
Accessibility. Scroll.
But the first one,
Align button.
this is the left bracket or the open brace. So from the previous
Button disabled. Align button.
this is the left bracket or the open brace.
Align button.
And this one is the right bracket or the close brace. Alright, so first we have to use the open brace or the left bracket as your starter marker.
Align button.
Okay.
Selection button.
Now we go back to play the file and then we will stop. Alright, so I stopped just right after number 6. Okay, so I'm going back to selection button.
Play 2. Play 2. Play 1. Up. Close. Untitled 1. All. Effect. Selection.
There we go.
Selection. Label.
This time I'll be using the right bracket. The second
Back
improperly
button.
labeled
Button.
one.
All. View. Set. Preview. Align. Align button.
Okay.
Selection button.
So both ends of the file are marked. Okay. So now we go to edit button.
Edit button.
Alright.
Edit. Label.
Again, it's source name to know all the options inside here. So once your GOLDWAVE is registered, all of the buttons will be enabled. It will also be disabled if there are no contents to be edited. Alright. So like at this point, there are some of the button here, like mix button, will be disabled because we're doing trimming. Okay, so we'll just select for the trim.
Trim beginning button.
There we go.
Trim. Trim. Label.
So here we go to trim. You've heard that. It said
Trim. Label.
trim label, and there are 3 buttons here.
Trim both button.
There means trim both ends.
Trim beginning button.
Trim beginning,
Trim end button.
trim end. Okay, so you have an option to trim. So trimming is more on the end to end. All right. So trimming both ends is beneficial or advantageous for files that are short. You know, the audios, short audios. But for long audios, it will be best to use trim start or trim begin or trim end. All right. And then if you're going to trim in the middle portion, actually it's no longer trimming that you have to do. It's more of the deleting. But we will do that in the next episode. So we'll hit the trim both.
Trim beginning. Trim both button.
Right.
Edit button.
So we are expecting that both ends will be trimmed out. Okay.
Play 1 button.
Let's play the record or sample audio.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Alright, so we deleted or we have trimmed out the unwanted portions of the file. Now let's rearrange the audio. Okay, so I'm going to play it once again and I will stop the counting just right after 1.
Play 1 button.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Stop.
1.
There we go. So stop just right after 1 and I'll go back to selection here.
Untitled 1. All. Effect. Selection button. Selection. Label.
Okay, I will use again the first or the left bracket.
Back. All. View. Set. Previous. Align button.
There
Selection
we go.
button.
And then let me play once again and after 6 I will stop once again.
Play 1 button.
5, 4, 3,
Play.
2,
Stop
1,
button.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
There we go. Go back to selection button.
Untitled 1. All. Effect. Selection. Selection. Label.
I'm going to use the close brace now, the right bracket.
Back. All. View. Set. Preview. Align. Align button.
Alright.
Selection button.
And then I'm going to edit button.
Edit. Edit. Label.
Now I'm going to use cut.
Back up. Undo. Read. Cut. Copy. Cut. Button.
Okay.
Edit. Button.
Now we are going to expect that the remaining part is the counting from 5 to 1. Let's play it.
Play 1 button.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go. Now let's paste what we have cut into the beginning of the audio. Let's go back to
Untitled 1.
edit.
Tap all. Effect. Selection. Edit. Button. Edit. Label.
Now let's look for paste at the beginning.
Blend. Button. Fine. Paste at. Label.
There you heard it. Paste at.
Beginning. Button.
We got 2 options here. Paste at beginning.
Finish. Button.
Paste at finish.
Beginning. Button.
We'll do beginning because we need to rearrange the audio from 10, counting 10 down to 1. Okay, let's hit this one.
Edit. Button.
Okay, so let's play it and see if it's all alright.
Play 1 button.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so we did it. Okay, so that's how we edit the file. Now let's go to saving. Okay,
Untitled 1. All. Effect. Select. Edit. Undo. Save. Button.
okay, let's save.
Save sound as. Label.
Okay, once you hear that, instead of swiping to the right, you have to swipe left. Okay, so you will go to the part where you need to change the mode of the file. You know, the version of the file, whether MP3 or WAV or something like that.
Attributes. Wave.wav. Drop down list.
Okay, you have to go to this drop down list. So let's choose MP3.
GOLDWAVE. Wave.wav check. Apple. Raw. Dialog. Numeric. Extended. Flag. Opus. Org.org. MP3.
Okay, there we go. Then just double tap on it.
GOLDWAVE. MP3.
Now,
Drop down list.
after that, after choosing MP3, you have to swipe right and go to the editing of the file name.
OK. Help. Home. Untitled 1.mp3. Edit.
Okay, let's double tap on this and let's
Untitled 1.mp3. Beginning of field. Show in English UK QWERTY keyboard.
Let's type sample.
Keyboard. W. S. A. H. J. N. M. P. L. E. E.
Okay, so type sample. So when I hit done on this keyboard,
Delete. Done.
okay, when I hit done, it will save on the GOLDWAVE's storage, default storage. Okay, it has its own cloud storage. All right. So that's the purpose why we need to, when we open the saving button, we need to go first to select the changing of the type of file you want from WAV or whatever, or MP3. Because once you do the editing or renaming the file first, and you need to press done button, it will automatically save. So you cannot change the file format anymore. So that's the thing here. Okay, so let's hit done.
Delete. Done. GOLDWAVE menu. Button. Keyboard hidden.
Okay, so the file is saved. Okay, so just
Sample.mp3. Text style text object.
that's the name of the file. Now, if we want to move this file to our folder, our internal memory, our internal folder memory, you just go to open,
All. If. Select. Edit. Undo. Save. Open. Button.
open button. Okay,
Open audio. Label.
okay, let's swipe to the left or the right.
Help. Home. Search. Home. Folder. List view. Import from library. Import. Cloud. Sample.mp3.
There we go. So that's our file sample, and then move right again, swipe right more.
Preview. File menu. Button.
Okay, so you go to the file menu.
File menu. Label.
Okay, so there are 4 options here.
Cancel. Button. Copy. Button.
Okay, the scan or 5 options: cancel, copy,
Export. Button.
export,
Rename. Button. Delete. Button.
delete. Okay, so we will use export.
Rename. Export. Button. Files. Show routes. Button. Downloads. Show
Okay,
item 1 of 1.
so the default folder for exporting files from GOLDWAVE, the default folder for my phone is the download folder. Okay, so I'll just save it to this folder now.
Download. More. Files. List view. No items. Sample.mp3. Edit box.
Okay, so that's the file name.
Save. Button.
There we
Save.
go. So we'll just hit save.
Open audio. Label. GOLDWAVE.
Alright, so the file is now saved on my download folder. So let's close this app and let's see the file inside my phone.
GOLDWAVE menu. Button.
Let's close this.
Close all. Close. Button.
Alright,
GOLDWAVE menu. Button. Hallway home. DB. Files.
okay, files,
Browser selected. Phone. 22 point.
phone memory,
Files. ECIM. Document. Show item. Download. Just now 1.
download button.
41 items. Storage. Sample.mp3. Just now 156.73 kilobytes.
Okay, so that's,
Sample.mp3.
let's play it, just to make sure.
Files. Music players. Stop.
109,876. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Music players.
Alright, so there you have it. That's how you do trimming and rearranging the audio file and saving it in the proper folder or the folders you want. Okay, so that's it for this episode. So if you have any comments, suggestions, recommendations, please send me a voice clip or a text message on my messenger account. That will be John the Blindcaster. Okay, please like and subscribe to my podcast channel, The Blindcaster Pod, and to my YouTube channel, The Blindcaster 2. Okay, thank you so much. God bless everyone. Be safe, be healthy, be wise. Bye.